What's up, people of the internet? Fergberg here with another reaction to Pop the Balloon episode. Alright, so let's get into this thing. Let's check out this little lineup we got here. Wow. Okay, these smoking looking ladies right here. Some healthy looking ladies. Some healthy looking lineup here. Yeah. Okay, indeed. Alright, got a little cowgirl down there with the blue, you know what I mean? Like, okay. Oh, alright, looking like a cream puff with that orange on over there. Okay. Alright. Well, let's check it all out.
So, we have got a group of single men waiting to come out here and meet y'all.
As always, the host is just looking fabulous. I mean, she just looks amazing.
So when they come around this corner, they'll come out one by one. If you're feeling him, if he's your type, he checks off all of your check boxes. Do not pop your balloon. However, if there's something he said that you're like, oh, red.
I mean, I'm feeling you know what I'm saying? You check off all the boxes.
Flag, or you just really can't see yourself dating this guy, go ahead and pop your balloon, and I'll go over to a few of you, see why you ended up popping. You guys ready? Yes. Okay. With that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy. Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold this.
How you doing, Arlette?
Good, good. How are you? Can we get
Great.
your name?
My name is Brian.
Brian, how old are you?
I'm 40.
40
I'll
and
be 41 in September.
Okay, it's coming up.
Yeah.
And Brian, what do you do?
I'm an aircraft mechanic
Very
for a major airline.
All right.
So
now,
I fix planes. I want you to get home safe.
we appreciate you. And now, what are some things that you like to do for fun?
Things I like to do for fun. I like trail riding. I live in Houston.
Okay.
I'm from New Orleans, but I like to ride horses. I'm a country guy.
My name's Fergberg. I like to take long walks in the park. I like to travel. I like to go shopping. Grocery shopping. Like to eat food. Like to look at the ladies. Like to go to the movies. Like to relax. Like to run. Yeah. I like to relax. I like to take it easy. I like to listen to music. I like long rides. I like to slide.
Okay, I'm still city, but I like to do country things. I like to read. I'm from the ghetto, but I am a nerd. Okay, I like to read. I want to know.
I like comic books. I like to read. But at the same time, I'm a real gangster. I might pop off every now and then. But I also like to relax and take it easy. Comic book movies, action movies. Because I'm a real nerd. I like to play video games. But I like to be on the streets because I'm gangster.
About things that I don't know. Okay. I like to go lounges, right? I like to go to museums. I just like to really have a good time.
Okay, nice. Now, what are some things that you're looking for in a woman?
Transparency, for sure.
I'm saying, why did the cream pop? I mean, he just saying what he liked. He liked the ladies. He liked a beautiful woman. He liked the lounge. He liked to take it easy. But he's also ghetto. So he liked to be gangster. Like to pop off. He liked long rides. He liked roller coaster rides. He liked theme parks. He just saying what he liked.
If I can't see who you are when I meet you, then I would never know, right? Loyalty, that really, for men, that's a big thing, loyalty. I need to know when you out partying, having a good time, that you loyalty and you faithful to a man like me.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers? I really don't have deal breakers, right? Because I'm from the ghetto, so I understand that, you know, we do a lot of things in our past and in our youth that is really a problem. So I don't really have any deal breakers. But as far as deal breakers, I don't really have any.
Okay. All right. So we did get a few pop balloons.
Okay.
Pause. What do you mean? I mean, what's going on here? Why they pop? He has no deal breakers. He hasn't even established any deal breakers here. You haven't. What's going on? What's wrong, ladies? What is y'all deal breakers? What are y'all breaking on? You know, what is the problem here? I'm trying to understand. You're popping off, especially the cowgirl. You know, the thick, luscious cowgirl right there. I mean, damn, she is thick. I mean, she is curvy all in the right places. Let me tell you, that is a bull ride I like to ride. I'm sounding a little too thirsty. Woo! Think I need a drink. Maybe some cowgirl milk.
He needs some milk.
No problem.
All right. Let's start right on over here. If we can have your name and age.
Please.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Parker, but I go by Mrs.
Okay.
Sorry, Mrs. Parker. Woo! But I'm being for real. That booty makes me wanna cry. 'Cause that onion booty is something that's got me like, Miss Parker. Look at the tattoos on Miss Parker. Miss Parker, how you doing? How you doing, Miss Parker? Can I like to introduce myself? I'm Fergberg. You know, I hate the fact you pop your balloon. But there's a balloon I like to pop. Actually, you got a couple. Got a quadruple of balloons I like to pop. You know what I'm saying? 2 cheeks in the back and the airbags in the front. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay.
I'm 39.
You say you're
And-
39?
39.
Damn, she look good. 39. Miss Parker, hello. Hello, Miss Parker. Got a nice smile on you, Miss Parker. You from Texas? Are you from Texas, Miss Parker? Because you know, Miss Parker, I could be from Texas too. You know what I mean? Texas, we like the hot tooey on that thing. You know what I'm saying, Miss Parker? We like the hot tooey on that thing. And let me tell you, how hot tooey on your jelly bean. You know what I mean? You could be my summer fling. I mean, you could be more than that hot too. Miss Parker. Okay, let me just stop.
And Mrs. Parker, what do you do?
I'm a professional makeup artist.
A makeup artist?
Yeah, shout out to Makeup by Mrs. Parker.
All right. And
Shout
Mrs.,
out.
why did you end up popping your balloon?
Shout
I
out, Miss
popped your
Parker.
balloon because you said you don't have any deal breakers, and everybody has to have some type of deal breaker. So you have.
Maybe I like to break you. The deal is I like to break you. Good Lord, Miss Parker, you just. Ooh, wee. Whew. I know he's. I know he's like, damn, Miss Parker, why? Why, Miss Parker? Let me choose you. Let me see if I want to choose you. Why are you popping off? Miss Parker's looking nice.
have to have something that you don't like. But you look really nice. You look dapper. Nice to meet you.
It's
Nice to
definitely nice to
meet
meet you. When it comes to deal
Definitely.
breakers, I'm not a.
Definitely nice to meet you. Miss Parker, it's definitely nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying? Miss Parker, don't throw shade at something before you actually get to know it. You know what I mean?
surface level dating type of guy, right? I don't really care about your past. I'm from the ghetto. I'm from New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
So nothing that you done in your
You know what I'm saying? Nothing you done in your past, Miss Parker. You know, I'm from Texas. I like the hot tooey on that thing. You know, let me have a chance, Miss Parker, before you actually, you know, say pass. You know what I mean? Gotta smash before you pass, Miss Parker. You're looking good for your age. You're like fine wine. Just want to take a sip and just switch it around and just enjoy you for the moment.
Past doesn't matter to me because that was before me. After me, upgrade yourself. So that's why I said I don't have any deal breakers, because I don't want to say that, hey, you're not my type because of what you've done in your past, not knowing that.
What did he say wrong? What did he say wrong? What's going on? I don't know. What did he say wrong? I want to know, what did he say wrong? Just gonna just pop off. Ooh, it must have been her right there beside him. Just popping off.
That wasn't right or wrong. Okay, so that's why.
Respect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
And now, is Mr. someone that is your type?
She
yes.
Definitely. She got
Definitely.
this cowgirl going on. I'm from the South.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You know, so I like
Yes. Yes, Miss Parker. Come on, Miss Parker. Come on, Miss Parker. Give me a chance before you actually pass. Come on, Miss Parker. Why are you being like that? Who you saving them
like
goodies
what you got
for?
going on, definitely.
Who are you saving it for? Who are you?
Thank you.
Got the jean
Let's go to
boots
our
and
next lady
everything.
over here. If we can have your name and age.
It's Parker
I'm
matching.
Tracy, and I'm 37. I'm from New Orleans as well, and I live in the DMV. And the reason why I popped my balloon is because I am from New Orleans, and just the energy just wasn't vibing with. Like, I think you're super cool. I love the way that you look. But as far as, like, energy, I feel like I've dated guys from New Orleans before, and it just did not work out for me. So I think because we come from the same place, it just clashes.
Okay. So since we come from the same place, it clashes?
Yeah.
You know.
I just haven't had really good relationship experiences dating people from my hometown.
You never met Brian. You never met
man.
Brian, but today that you did. You know what I
No,
mean?
sir.
And today, definitely you.
Let him know, Brian. Like, you never met Furrbird. You never met Furrbird. You know what I'm saying? You're looking like a little orange, little cream pop or something. You know what I mean? You never met Furrbird. You know, until you met Furrbird, then you know that you either have met something right or something wrong. You know, you got to base it off the individuals. We are individual people. We are our own people, our own personality, our own mind. You know what I'm saying? We are our own mind with our own sign. You know what I mean? You know, if I'm an Aries, I'm not like other Aries. I'm a different Aries. I'm Furberg Aries. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand there's all types of Aries out here, but there's only one Aries, and that's Furberg Aries. Until you meet me, then that's when you can say that you have met everything. But if you haven't met me, you haven't spent that time with me, well, then you don't know me. Furberg. You know?
Was a winner, but you know, the fact that you're from New Orleans, I respect that because I respect my home, and I'm prideful on being a Louisianimal, right? And I definitely was feeling you, but
Thank you.
you know, since you popped on me,
You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely feeling you, looking like a little cream pop, you know, looking like I wanna, you know, pop, wanna not, you know, tick tock, make the panties drop, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, I wanna squeeze you up, ooh. You know what I'm saying? He wanna sizzle her up. I mean, these ladies, why are they passing up on this man? I mean, this man, you know, looking good for this age and everything. He ain't come up here, you know, like a bear of bad news or something. What they hating on? Is it a tattoo? I thought it was a dragon though, but I don't know what's going on. But anyway, it's a tattoo on his neck and everything. Got the hair dude up. I mean, the outfit is looking great. I mean, what's the problem? Why are you popping off before you actually get to know this man? I don't understand these women. They need to chill. They need to chill. Who they think is back there? What else you think you're going to look for? I mean, seem like, you know, he's the first contender, but whatever.
we don't really deal with rejection too well. We respect that, you know, but we move on.
And then
Nice to
Tracy,
meet you.
Tracy, we actually,
I mean, yeah. I can't respect the rejection because, let me tell you, if I want you, I gotta have you. So we could do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. But either way, I gotta have you.
Didn't get. What do you do?
So I work in management. So the person that I kind of link with, we can kind of go into further of my career. Yeah.
What industry? What management? What industry?
I wouldn't like to say. Yeah, I would like to discuss that with the person that I match with. I think that's a little more in depth.
Okay. You're looking good today. I love the orange.
See what that be? You know what I mean? Like that orange. You're like, damn, you girl, you're like an orange. I want to peel you back. Want to peel all your layers off, and peel that dress off you like an orange, and then let's go ahead and open it up. And just take a piece, a slice, you know what I'm saying? Slice it down. I start from here down to there with the neck and, work the way all through the orange until I bite in and get the juices. Nice and juicy, that juicy fruit. Like a juicy orange. You know what I mean?
We can have your name and age.
My name is Chanel Kidd, and I am originally from Gary, Indiana. I live here in Phoenix, Arizona. Coco Stiletto on Instagram. I have my own business. I'm a business consultant, and I also create trivia games that I sell on Amazon.
Okay, and I'm sorry, we didn't get your age.
I am 42. And the reason why I popped my balloon is pretty much, and you already answered. You didn't have any deal breakers. I need someone that knows what he wants. Pretty much, and you already answered. You didn't have any deal breakers. I need someone that knows what he wants.
I need a woman that can think for herself and not worry about or think about what other women, think like other women. I mean, come on. That makes no sense. Won't you get to know him first, and then you'll find out if you really do have any real deal breakers, but whatever.
I can be a handful sometimes as well. So, and it can be anything. So it's got to be something that makes you tick, that you can be honest about. So that's why I pop my balloon. And you kind of remind me of my nephew. Just kind of. It's just me.
All right.
Kind of remind you of my nephew? Okay. So you said the deal break.
Said you kind of remind me of my aunt. Woo! Moving on.
This is because I don't have a deal breaker?
Correct.
Okay, well, I could have a clean...
I need a man to tell me something. Tell me what he want and don't want.
And
if you
that
can't
will
tell me that, I might jump all over you.
And that will come. Definitely. I will definitely tell you where you're going wrong at. Mm-hmm. But as far as...
See, that's the thing. He don't know you to even be able to tell you what that you might do that might irk him. And he can't sit here and say, well, because of my past relationship and this woman and that woman and this, because not every woman's the same. So he can't base that, what his past differences between other women he has dealt with, when this is a new line of women. This is a different line of women. These women, could be mentally different, could be a lot more stable. I mean, this is different bodies of women. And he don't, so till you get to know you, then he probably could tell you, okay, well, this is the flaw, this is the pet peeve, this is what I'm not feeling right here, right now. So, I'm not with that. Maybe, I don't know, if we can, compromise, work this out, or we can just go our separate ways. I mean, but you won't know until you actually get to know someone, Just because the man said, I don't really got no deal breakers. He's probably a real easygoing type of guy, down to earth. I mean, that's the thing about men. Men are willing to tolerate a lot of stuff from women. We're willing to tolerate a lot of things from women. With women, on the other hand, they just think because they got the pick of the litter that, oh, well, you got to be this way, that way. We got to critique you this way, that way. It's got to be and this and that. With men, it's just simply straight down line. They'll give me peace. You know what I'm saying? Be submissive. Just, I don't know, look beautiful. Just be my girl. And what can I do to make you happy? I mean, we're just simple. Just straight to the point. Where women, it's got to be complicated. This is, see how she's thinking? You made it all complicated. It's not that complicated. It's not that complex. Get to know the man first. At least ask him some questions before you know, pick at him. You know what I mean? You know, pluck his nerves a bit. See what actually, if you think that's basically a strong thing, you know, try one of your things you know that basically shows that how you have got on men's nerves. You know, you gotta pluck the nerve and see if that really bothers him. And if he can shrug it off, then hey, but you never know. But anyway, it's a bunch of whatever.
The deal breaker, I have a clean slate with everybody.
See?
I'm the type to
See?
trust you before I not trust you.
See,
I'm going to give
see?
you that grace.
See, give you that grace period. Give you that time. Put in that time, put in that work, you know, to understand you first before I can judge you. That's how, see,
Before I don't give you that grace, right? But I respect how you feel.
I like that response.
Mm-hmm.
Might circle back, but
You might go get back?
might.
You want your balloon back?
Do you want that balloon back?
Not
wait.
yet.
Okay.
You got to get the gab I see, so we're just gonna.
I got the gift of gab.
Let's go on
It's
to our next
transparency,
ladies.
love.
Hey, you don't want aunt. Aunt thinks you look like her nephew. Come on now. Somebody gonna roll up in there with her, meet the family or whatever. Even if it would to get that far or whatever, they'd be like, Aunt, Aunt, what's going on here? It's a young man you're messing with. Whew. But let me tell you, hey, pausing it right here. I still say number one is my number one. It's Pop. Ooh, Miss Parker. Look like there's an M right there on the chain. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, she's beautiful, gorgeous. She pops the balloon on me. I'm like, well, I'm done. I don't even care. That was my pick right there.
Okay, if we can start off with your name and age.
Hi, I'm Janae. I'm 34.
Hello,
And
Janae.
Janae, what do you do?
I'm in school for fashion design. I'm an office assistant, and I'm a new entrepreneur. Just about to launch my fitness clothing line called We Fit.
Okay, Janae.
Okay, and why did you end up popping your balloon for Brian?
Hey, Brian. I love the way you...
Once again, looking like a little cream pop. A little cream popsicle. Looking all good and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Got tattoos too. I still like number one. I'm just saying. I'm just gawking at some. You know what I mean?
speak, but for me, it was the pants. I don't like the pants too tight. I'm kind of ghetto too, so I like them a little loose, and that was just it for me.
Okay.
How old are you?
34.
Fair game.
34? How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies.
Oh.
Okay.
Pause. Pause. Hot damn. Janine, whatever. Damn. Hey, Miss Parker, I'm still choosing you. Damn. Hey, yo. I'm just, ain't nothing wrong with me. But hot damn. Okay. She just don't like tight pants, that's all.
Should have said 0,
Mm.
because it's just me.
You gonna lie to the public?
No, I have 3, but it's just me. I'm a single parent. There's no man in my life.
Man in your
Should have
life?
said 0.
Why is the
My
reason
boys.
for there no man in your life?
Pause. Should have said 0. What do you mean you should have said 0? She's kind of cute, though. I mean, she's cute. I like how she's... But you should have said 0? But that's like saying, well, your kids got no father. It's like saying, well, where they come from. You know what I mean? Did you go to the clinic, the sperm donors, and just sperm donor that stuff? Like, what do you mean that you should have said 0? I mean, so wait a minute. Does that mean the fathers are not in their lives? I mean, just because the father's not in your life, yeah, you don't got a man, none of them are your man, but the kids got fathers. So that, because he said, so how many fathers? She said 3. So it makes sense to say 3, but then she said she should have said 0. How you should have said 0 when the question relate to how many fathers? Like, do all your kids have a father, like, per child? Like, is it a father per child, or is it just like you got like a one father, you know, for all 3 kids? Or is it 2 fathers, you know, for one, and then one for the other 2? Or is it 3 fathers? I mean, so you answered the question correctly by saying 3 fathers. That had nothing to do about you having a man. I don't think you'd be on this show if you were, you know, cuddling down with any of the 3 fathers. So, I mean, because I'm just thinking like that would be kind of, that means you're not really single if you, if one of the baby dads is still boinking that thing, you know what I'm saying? Still going a boink, a boink, a bang, bang, boom, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. I mean, sure, probably one of them fathers right now, you know, they peel that orange right off, you know. They'll definitely boink, be boinking. But yeah, she answered it correctly. My whole point is she answered the question correctly. I don't see where it was a big deal how she should have said 0. If you're saying 0, I mean, you're lying. You're how you gonna say that 0? Are they? But the question is now: are the kids are the fathers in the kids' life?
Well, my first child, his father passed away, and the other 2 are nowhere to be found. So what can you do? Okay. See, but that's what I'm saying. But it's still the fact that the question related to, you know, was there a kid? Is there a kid? You know, is there a father per kid, or is there just one father for 3 kids? That's what the question was related to. Saying 0, you know, you can't just say 0. But now we get into deeper of the conversation and say, okay, is the fathers around? Are they in the kid's life? You say, okay, well, one passed away. You know, that's sad, and the other 2 is nowhere to be found. Okay. You're definitely baby mama. Hopefully, slightly no drama. You know what I mean? Like, so you definitely living single with kids. Definitely looking good though. Looking good. Looking like a nice, good-looking baby mama for real. But I mean, single mom. I meant to say. But it's the head on the. You know what I mean? Keep your head on the swivel. Are you stable, or you burnt out? What's going on? Like, can't date all your life.
They do you like that? What's wrong with them?
Something. Only God knows.
Or is there something wrong with you?
Possibly, but I think I'm just fine.
Of course.
I think you're just fine as well.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But to say that a 41-year-old man is disqualified because of his pants?
You're 41?
I'll be 41 in September.
Okay, because I was like, I thought you said 40.
I'll be 41 in September. That's coming up.
I like it. It's okay for you. It's not my style. You know, with everything going on, I like the pants to be a little baggy, that's all.
Where you from, love?
With everything going on. What the hell does that mean?
Okay.
What does that mean? With everything going on, what does that mean? She trying to say, look, with everything going on, trying to say, hey, look, you got them tight pants on. You looking kind of a little fruity with them things on, if you know what I mean. Those ain't Fruit of Looms, but you still looking kind of fruity wearing them tight pants. She like them. She like it when it's sagging. She like that. She want that roughneck looking baggy pant. You know what I'm saying? That DMX. You know. She want that. You know. You know what I'm saying? She want that man to go DMX on it, you know what I mean? Huh? Arr, arr, arr. She want that rough-looking baggy pant, straight from the hood, ghetto. Yeah, okay, it makes sense. It makes sense. I see where she's coming from. She's ghetto classy, you know? Ghetto classy.
How long you been out here?
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, yo, they're funny. It's nice to meet you. I mean, she got a nice smile and everything. Take that ghetto ass and bam. Move on to the next one.
Let's go on over here. If we can have your name and age.
I am Venusian, 39.
And is it Venusian? And what do you do?
I'm a TikTok creator manager.
Illusion.
Oh, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm a free-spirited woman, so having to check in with somebody like they are my parent is something that I don't subscribe to. So that's why I pop my balloon.
What do you mean check in like they're your parent?
The way that you were discussing how somebody needs to constantly, when we're out and about, to text or call and check in, that's something that I don't subscribe to. So that's why.
Yeah, baby, he just wanted to make sure you're okay. He just want to make sure you're alive out there. Make sure nobody didn't snatch you up, you know what I'm saying, didn't kidnap you, didn't swipe you away. That's all. Just, maybe just, I don't know. Let's see what he says to that.
I pop my balloon.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm a TikTok creator manager.
TikTok creator manager? For what company? Or is it for yourself?
It's for TikTok.
For TikTok?
Social media.
Okay, social media?
Social media agent, yes.
Okay, how many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? Okay. Okay.
I don't care about Big Earn and Pink popping. I mean, I don't really care about her either, but I'm just, it's what he said. He got, oh, wait a minute, he got a little aggressive with that. Oh, no, he isn't. No, don't bring that aggressive manhood over here. You ain't gonna tell me. Ooh, they got in their feelings. They popped that thing so quick. It's funny how one pops it though, and then when one pops, it seems like it does a domino effect with it. The next one pops. It's like, what did you? Because you heard her pop it, you think, yeah, girl, I feel the same way. Pop. Like, what? Slow down. But whatever. I guess they wasn't feeling him. I mean, come on now. I mean, this is my whole thing. This is my whole take on all of this. Ladies, men are who they are. They are going to be men. They are going to be the opposite sex. They are going to be the opposite of what you are and who you are. You can't have a yes man in your life. You can't have a man that's just not going to give you no pushback. That's not going to talk to you, you know, in any way. I mean, it's not a man is not a pet. You know, a man is not something you just could say, well, like a robot, you do what I tell you to do and you act like this. And he's a human being. He's another human being. He's going to be aggressive, just like you're going to be aggressive. You see what I mean? Women are aggressive. Men are aggressive. People are going to be aggressive. People are going to, you know, show out, you know, show off, be a certain way. That's the personality of people. You know, it's whether what you're willing to put up with, but at the end of the day, you're not going to find someone that's just going to just not be a certain way that you know, whatever that you're looking for. It's just going to be some things here and there, some negative or whatever that you may think is negative that you may find about a person that you might disagree with. But you're not going to always agree with someone, you know, that you are with. Y'all not going to always agree. Y'all going to agree most times. You have some things in common and this and that. But then there are times you're going to have things that you may not have in common, that you may not agree with, or how a person acts. But that's That's just what it is. That's just, I mean, that's just who we are as people.
It's asking because for real men, that's what matters. Your first one is given. Your second one, the mistake is on you.
Oh, is it? Well, there's
That's definitely
circumstances
right.
under why I got
That's
pregnant,
definitely
but
right.
that's nor here or there, and that's
Yeah,
not
but
what I'm here for.
Okay, definitely. You're a beautiful woman, though.
Thank you.
But I respect your answer.
Thank you. Let's go back here. I can start off with your name and age.
I'm Shay, and I'm 37.
How you doing, Shay?
I'm doing amazing.
Shay throwing that shade.
So I
She's
work for
throwing
the
that
county.
shade. Throwing that shade, Shay. Southern Beauty. Her name says her name was Shay. I don't know.
And I have my own hair business and a few other little small businesses.
Okay. All right. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
So originally I was feeling it. I like it. I don't want to say.
Whew. But look at that balloon in the back, yo. Hey, yo. Look, I don't care. These women are gonna be women. They're gonna have attitudes. I'm still not gonna shy away. I'm not gonna ever be a hater. That thing is poking out. I gotta walk around that. I mean, Shay. Woo! Gotta walk around that thing just to move past it. Shay. Damn. Shay, that thing is poking. That thing is poking. Hocus pocus. Holy cannoli. Woo! Come on. Who you saving that for? Who you saving that rump roast? That rump roast for? Woo! I said, it ain't no BBL, but she's built like that. You know what I mean?
A bad boy, but I like somebody that's outspoken. But the question of, I feel like you're challenging the women on how many baby daddies you got, and then.
See what I'm saying? Why you don't want to be challenged? You gotta be. Why you just want a yes man? You don't want nobody to challenge you. Just do what you say. Just be like a robot and just move in a way that they're out your way. They're never in your way. You know what I mean? It's a human being. It's another human being with a whole different personality. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, with the whole thing with women and women. You know, even two women ain't gonna just get along. They're gonna scuffle. They're gonna have differences. I mean, but let's say like lady friends, because I don't like them. Let's say like the lady friends, you know, you're gonna have differences. Even with your best friend, you're gonna have differences. You know, because even though that's your best friend, they got a different personality, you got a different personality. You're gonna agree most of the time, but you're gonna disagree on some things. You know, but you can't let that get in the way, though. You can't let it get in the way. That's the whole point. Like, yeah, he gave her some flack. So what? He gave her some flack. Doesn't mean he's gonna give you the same flack. It depends. You might got a different situation, but I don't know. Maybe she do got kids and baby daddies. Who knows? I don't know. What's her flack? What it's all about?
You know, it just does that matter? You say future, so that's their past. It's not their future. How many kids do you have?
I have one daughter. She's 19.
Do you want more?
I do.
My balloons.
Because I'm like thinking like, so does that mean that she still wanted more? Maybe she paused for a second? Or does that mean she doesn't? She does. She doesn't want. She does want more. She does want one more maybe. Oh man, she wouldn't mind having another one. Like she just paused, like she's like, yeah, wow, man, hold up, you willing to take on another? Or did that mean that she didn't want another one? And it's just like, no, I'm not with that. She just paused. She just paused on it. That thing is poking, yo. That thing is in the way. Can you imagine being behind? You hug. Oh, hey, yo. Hey, yo. That thing. Whew. Still like you, Miss Parker. Don't worry. This is nothing but eye candy to me. That's all. I just like to browse. You know what I mean? I like to Google.
Still pop because I don't want any more.
Okay.
You don't want any more?
Okay.
You can't have any.
Okay, she don't want any more. Okay, it made sense. She's like, hey, wait a minute, hold up. I definitely want any more. So, yeah, you definitely not for me either way. Pop. Yeah, she definitely. Yeah, no, yeah, that was a no go, bro. If you genuinely want another one, I mean, me personally, I don't know. I would have just said, I wouldn't mind, but I wouldn't say, yeah. I don't know. But I don't know where his mind is at. I don't know. Maybe he do. Maybe he don't. Maybe, I don't know. That's. I know maybe she paused because she was just like, man, like, Ninja, are you serious? You want another one? How old are you again? 41. You still wanna bust and make another one? I mean, yeah. No, I mean, who wants to be in their 40s and just now have a newborn or whatever? That's real talk. That's real talk. It's like, man, my guy, you need to get your, get your life situated with, thinking like that. Like, you still trying to, I don't know. But that's on him. That's his choice in life. If that's what he's out here seeking, another woman to mate with and, to bear another child with. I guess so. I mean, he only has one. Maybe he missed being a dad of a younger child or something. I don't know. I'm like, all these baby mothers right here. I mean, their kids probably not as old as his, so I'm sure he can, whatever.
More you choose not
I
to
choose
have
not to have anymore. I have a
Okay.
almost 14-year-old and
Okay, yeah. Well, the reason
She's like, I choose not to have no more. Because let me tell you, raising that bad mother lover, let me tell you, that bad mother lover is, yeah, I can't wait till you grow up. I can't wait till you get old enough to move out. So mama can, because mama gotta have a life too. Mama gotta have a life too. That rope roast, mama trying to, let me tell you, she trying to flaunt it before it goes away. I feel her though. I agree with her though. I mean, yeah, you that old, you trying to just enjoy being a couple with someone and, having a relationship and no more kids and stuff. You trying to move past that, no babysitter stuff and all of that. I feel on that. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
for me asking their past about their baby daddies because it lets me know where they're going in their future. If you didn't want to have a baby daddy for the second time, then that lets me know that you was uncareful of what you're dealing with.
do you necessarily believe that somebody's past is their past that don't determine their future?
Because
I mean, I can look at you and say like people make mistakes. And it could happen. I feel like once or twice, okay, some things become a choice, but your past doesn't determine.
When it comes to once is a mistake. Twice, that's on you.
Okay, so then say like...
He's on that, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's what he's on. That's what type of time he's on. I see where he's coming from. Now, have to be 100% agreeable. Because for real, we do make mistakes, as people, and man, woman, we all make mistakes, we all maybe chose someone or thought we was with someone that was genuine or that was the one or that was going to be there or was going to be long term, and then what happens, the plan somehow just become ruined. Some just went wrong. We don't know what might go wrong. We don't really, how could I explain that? I mean, actually, like, predict what can go wrong. But when it goes wrong, it goes wrong. When it goes right, it goes right. But even when you think when it goes right and you found Mr. Right or Mrs. Right or whatever, something's still going to go wrong. It all depends on, how the two people are willing to stick it out with each other. Willing to basically make it work. That's what it's really all about. It's how two people can make it work. I mean, you know, I don't believe in that. When people say make it work for the sake of kids and stuff, because, you know, that's just two people that just don't love each other and sticking out for the sake of kids. That's not going to work out. That's not going to get nobody anywhere. You're just going to find yourself running in circles in that relationship, you know, back to the same battle over and over again. It's like a broken record. It's just repeating itself with, you know, with the same arguments, and that argument now picks up from this argument with the last argument, and now it's bringing into a new argument, and that new argument brings into what was old arguments about. It never, you know, so you can't expect people to say, well, you know, I should have really stuck it out. I should have really made it work or whatever. But everybody do make mistakes. And I mean, I get where he's coming from, because he's just saying, well, you should learn from that first mistake and really try to find a quality man that you know that will treat you right. But, you know, and I mean, people do pick wrong. People do purposely pick wrong. People pick what they think, what they see with their own eyes. They see it with their own eyes and they think, ooh, that is what I want. But is that what you need? Is that really for you? Or is this over here for you? Is this guy, this genuine guy? No, he's too nerdy, he's too this, he's too that. You know, he's not right for me because of this. You nitpick this and this. But then this guy, oh man, yeah, he's right for me. Just like, you know, Miss Thing in the Orange, when she was like, you know, she won that baggy pants guy, you know. The baggy pants guy maybe like, yo, what's up? You know, what's up? Hey, I'm about to put it down on you. Real deep. Balls deep. You know, something like that. But for real, you know, and maybe she, you know, he basically saying you need to change your perspective on who you deal with. You know, maybe you don't want to find yourself dealing with the same type of guys and running into a brick wall in all those relationships, or all those situationships. That's what they say nowadays. But, you know, you don't want to find yourself in that, you know, run into that brick wall time and time again. Dating. You know, if you're out here dating, you're out here dating with a purpose, then you're out here seeking someone, and you're seeking that purpose with something of interest that's going to carry you much further along, that's going to take you much further along in a deeper relationship, in a long-term relationship, and not just in, you know, some summer fling, swings fling type of pop the balloon type of situation where you're just end up on here on some clown show circus act crap. And you know, it's like you really need to, if you're really out here seeking something real, then you have to change your perspective on what you are looking for. If you're looking for someone of interest that can promise something long term that seems more genuine, then you know, you change your perspective in that way. You basically finally have grown up to, you know, to learn from the mistakes. That's how you have shown that you learn from the mistakes, because now your perspective have changed. You're changing now. You say, okay, I learned from those mistakes. Now I know exactly what I'm looking for.
You get into a relationship with somebody, you get married, and things don't work. So then I guess you made a mistake, and then so you once is a mistake, and then twice.
Yeah,
is,
see.
I don't believe in that, because I believe things happen.
Yeah, see, like I said, you get into it, you think it's gonna be long term, but then you find out it isn't long term. You know, you find out it's not going to work out. You got married and everything. You find out that it just wasn't right, and you can't stick with it if it's not working. But like I said, what he's just telling her is just saying, hey, look, you gotta, then you should learn from that. You should learn from that and look for something different, something maybe that's just out of your comfort zone, or out of, you know, what you normally would try to date or seek. You know, you got maybe try, you know, basically try new things. You know, it's like, ooh, I didn't know I made like this type of food, but you try it, you're like, ooh, it's actually good. You got to try new things. You got to try it. Because what you think you may fit with or fit well with, it may not be for you. Something better, I mean, or different, but I meant to say, might be better for you.
Sweetheart, twice is on you.
Okay.
You should have learned from that very first mistake.
See, he said twice is on you. That's what I said. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. I mean, say it backwards. I mean, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Because I'm thinking like the way that he was saying it to her. That I was like, but yeah, that's what type of time he's on. He's basically on that type of times. And look at homegirl and back there in the orange. Hey yo, she's peeking out. She's like, what? What? Oh, okay, this is getting interesting. Yo, she is peeking out there like, oh, this drama's real. The host, hey, the hostess, she just takes it all in.
Okay, and not saying that your child is a mistake, right?
Of course
but the
not.
fact that you chose the wrong man to have kids with, and secondly, not to have a marriage after the next one or before
marriage
the next
doesn't
one.
determine, and I'm a person that wants to be married, but marriage don't determine anything. I done known people to be married for a long time and it don't work out, baby. So yeah,
True.
you are no.
True.
Okay.
You're too aggressive now.
No
True.
problem. Well, you know.
Like I said, I can see from both of their, from where he's coming from, but also where she's coming from. Like I said, I'm not on no, oh well, just men just right or just women just right. No, I'm not a simp, and I'm not, ooh, you know, whatever you want to call it for men, whatever. It's, you know, you gotta look at it both ways. You gotta, you know, basically watch it from both sides of the fence, because neither grass is greener. No matter which way you hop the fence, neither grass is greener. You know, I can see where he's come from, what he's trying to say, but she's just trying to explain to him, like, look, you know, thought this man was the one, thought it would work out, but it didn't work out. You know, tried it, whatever, but I expected it to work out, but it didn't work out like the way I wanted to work out. You know, he wanted, she wanted something probably genuine, or that was going to be official, but it didn't work out. I mean, that's two people. You know, it's a man and a woman. So who knows if he probably said, you know, the man she was with probably said, he called it off. He said, you know what, I can't do this. I can't deal with you like this. I can't deal with your arguments. You know, he could have bowed out. And that's what I'm saying. That's where he's kind of wrong coming at her like that, because he don't know her background situation. You know, or what type of man she was dealing with. She could have been dealing with somebody that just wasn't right for her. Straight up. And that basically could have bowed out on her. She had no choice but to bow out on him. Either way, you know, somebody's going to bail. Somebody's going to bail. Somebody's going to say, you know what, this isn't working out. This isn't, you know, I can't keep arguing with you and, you know, going through this type of feud and everything. So, and this is why the ladies in the background looking at him like he's crazy, because because they're basically looking at him saying, okay, you know, slow down, partner. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to tell this grown woman as if you've been with her, as you know her past. But like I said, I can see it both ways, where he's just trying to basically pass that knowledge on, but at the same time, you can't sit here and tell someone that they should have really got it right the second time around, because nobody doesn't know if they're going to get it right the second time around. You know, we all go through multiple relationships. Let's be realistic. We all go through multiple relationships. That's real life. I mean, we didn't, most, whatever, didn't grow up, you know, thinking like this. You know, didn't think, oh man, I'm going to be out there for the streets or whatever. It's not like she's out there for the streets. She tried to make it work out in their relationships. But like I said, it's tough. It's hard for two people to come together because it's different mindsets, different type of personalities. That's where it gets rough around the edges.
Well, the aggressiveness, that comes from a Southern man, right?
Baby, let me explain
And we
something to
stand
you.
on what we talking
My roots
about.
come from Texas, so.
Okay, I'm from New Orleans.
Okay, so
you know what I
the
mean?
South.
Let me tell you, that ass must be from Texas. Hey. Woo! Oh boy, man, that onion is a funyun. Let me tell you, onion funyun. She got that onion funyun. Now I'm wearing all that pink.
So
All right, Brian, let's move on.
Okay,
Let's move on.
no problem. Have a good day, love.
We can have your name and age.
Hi, my name is Shay, and I'm 30.
That thing made me, oh man, that brings tears to my eyes right now. She had that onion funyun. Oh, shorty in the pink had the onion funyun. No, I'm not agreeing with her over that onion funyun. Hell no. I'm just speaking true facts on this. It's two different type of lifestyles. He lived his life, one child, blah, blah, blah. He's been careful, because I get what he's saying, because he's been careful, and that's why he only has one child, and that's 19, and that's it. And that's how he looks at it, but he needs to understand, there are men out there with multiple children, with multiple women. So men do it too. It ain't just the women, men do it too. It's both sides of the fence. That's what I'm saying. The grass doesn't get greener. It just all depends on who you're dealing with and who you talk to. But you can't speak for all men and all women. You know, that's what I mean. Yeah, there are some men out there that are just crafty like that. There are some women out there that are just crafty like that. And then you have your people that are well round-minded, stable, well cautious and careful, like him. Okay, he's speaking from a mind, from a mindset, from a lifestyle that he's been careful. But these women are different. They're not like him. That's what he needs to understand. They're not like him. You know, if whoever they probably dealt with in the past or whatever, they probably genuinely love these men they have been with or had children with. You gotta think, these women, what? They're 39 or 40 something? Like, come on, so they got a track record. They've been ran through as far as in the relationship department.
37.
And Shay, what do you do?
Hello, Shay.
I am an insurance adjuster, and I'm just waiting to take my real estate license.
Very nice. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Just based off of the energy. I didn't want to pop it too soon. I like to feel you out first, but just based off of the energy and the conversations that were had between the women, and just overall, that's it.
Okay. So you a follower?
No, I went out. That's why I said I didn't pop it right.
My man be tripping. So you a follower? Yeah. So you a follower? You like to follow? It's like, oh no, man. She clearly said she ain't pop it too soon. She wanted to feel you out, and then she saw how you was being aggressive. Basically, she's like, no, I ain't feeling this. I mean, she should still got to talk to you first. She should have still kept the balloon, talk to you first. Once again, I see where he's coming from. Kept the balloon, talk to you first, feel you out after talking to you, and then says, yeah, nah, pop. Pretty much. But I mean, if she thought that what she have saw was enough for her to fill him out, that's on her.
The way I wanted to see for myself.
So you didn't like my responses and the women that I responded to? You didn't like the responses?
Just the energy from it. Yeah.
The energy is too strong for you, huh?
Not necessarily too strong. I just didn't too much care for it.
That's understandable. I respect that, though.
Let's go on over here. If we can have your name and age.
Davinia, and I'm 41.
And Davinia, what do you do?
I'm a compliance analyst for a payment processing company.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I popped my balloon. I was waiting because I was trying to feel the energy, the vibe, the connection, chemistry, and I believe he was speaking very well.
Nice brown, that brown round. You know what I mean? Got that round brown. Time to get down.
Very suave, handsome gentleman. So I was trying to give it some time, but then it started to feel like an attack, and I didn't like or agree with the attack.
See, they all like that. They all like his look. Well, some of them, because one of them, because the other female said she didn't like his tight pants, whatever. But they all, they all was feeling him as far as his looks go. But I mean, that's like anybody. You feel them from by far, and they just, as soon as they open their mouth, you're like, like they, she said he was well spoken and stuff like that. She was feeling all that, and when it comes into that face-to-face confrontation, yeah. But like I said, you're going to have. I put it like this: you can't expect to go on a date with someone that's not going to show themselves, show out or show off in any type of way. If a guy is a little too perfect on a date, on a first date, a little too quiet, a little too nonchalant, or a little too seeming a little too speechless, or a little too just a little too laid back and relaxed, if he basically is he not aggressive in no way, it's like you got to question it then, like wait a minute, hold up. I mean, there are people who probably are actually very relaxed, not too aggressive, but it just all depends. You gotta let a person be a person, but you can't be mad. My whole point is that you can't be mad at the fact that someone is being aggressive in some type of way. It's good that you see this, but you got to ask yourself, am I willing to deal with that? I mean, of course, none of them are willing to deal with him being as aggressive as he is. But like I said, what do you want? Do you want just a yes man? Do you want just a man that's just gonna just be like, just really like taking a back seat to everything? Because just because he's aggressive like this, it also means he's most likely a leader in the relationship. He's going to wear the pants in the relationship. So, and like if his personality was different, basically if I'm saying his personality was real laid back, relaxed, and giving these women no, he's not giving them no type of flack, no pushback or whatever. If he was just like that, you gotta question it then. I mean, so, because then they would have questioned that. They would have said, well, dang, he seemed kind of too little laid back, too little relaxed, too little perfect. But it's not perfect, because then he could be too laid back for you to the point that he's not giving you no pushback, and he's not showing in no way that he will take charge, or that he will be basically disagreeing you on anything. He would just most likely agree with you on everything. Like you never know. I'm not saying that someone who's like that will exactly pan out like that, but it's just good to see, who he is and how he showed himself. Then to just be on here like, well, I'm gonna try to get one of these ladies, so I'm gonna be just well laid back. I'm gonna say things that I think they want to hear. That's what I mean. You don't want somebody that's just gonna be like, I'm gonna say things that I want you to hear. He gotta have it. It's the real personality is gonna come out sometime around, and this is everybody and anybody that you may meet. But as far as I would say, someone that was laid back, you gotta think: are they really like that, or are they actually just hiding their true colors, or who they really are? So I mean, you have to respect the fact that he's on here showing out. He's letting them know that this is who I am. I mean, none of them obviously can't deal with it, or not willing to put up with it, but yeah, that's on them. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with it either way, on either side of the fence. It makes sense you know, for both parties, between them, the women and this man, to basically not come to 100% agreement that they're all, you know, any of them are seeing eye to eye with him, because that's what they're not looking for. But I do question, what are they looking for? Because you're going to deal with somebody that's going to be either aggressive, or that's going to give you some type of pushback, or that's going to not agree with you on everything. You know, you're going to see eye to eye on things, and that's the things you need to focus on. But you're also going to have things you're going to not see eye to eye on. That's just my perspective. That's just my opinion. Whether it's wrong or right, it just is what it is. It's, you know, anyone can take that as for what it is, for what it means and everything.
So that was why I popped my balloon.
Okay. So you say it felt like an attack. Can you elaborate on that?
You don't judge people from their past, or you like to start off with a clean slate. I don't think that if a relationship works out for a woman and it happens to be her second baby daddy, per se, I don't think that's her fault. So if she decides to stay and marry the man, like Brian says, then that means she's settling. And I don't agree with a woman having to settle just because the opinions of others, thinking that, you know, it's going to be her fault. It's her fault because it didn't work out. No. Okay. Because people, they start off with different personas, and then you slow.
Hey, yo, homegirl in the black is tripping. Hey, yo, she's funny. Thank you. Yeah, girl. Speak the word. Hey, she is off the chain. Oh, snap. Oh, she's back there with the ab libs, you know what I'm saying? Oh, snap. Like, it's like she's rapping and she got the ab libs going in the background. Yeah, that's right, girl. Preach. Preach. Splash. Looking like three amigos out here.
Slowly kind of learn who they really are. So if you decide to walk away because that situation isn't healthy for you, that doesn't mean that it's your fault that it didn't work out.
Okay. Okay. So there's 4 billion women on the planet. I'm a black American from Louisiana. I have the choice to have the pick of the litter. So why would I pick you if you have multiple baby daddies?
Well, don't pick me.
Right.
Yeah.
And I understand
that. You have the choice. We all
have
a choice.
I have the choice, but you're judging me on the fact that I have the choice.
No, I'm not judging you. That just means that I'm not for you. If you're going to judge me because my second baby daddy didn't work out for me, then I'm not for you. You know, so I'm not judging you and your opinion.
How many kids
and your
you
preference. I have 3.
Pause. See, because I'm like, okay, if all these women was like 20, 21, and he's like 20, 21, 22, whatever, I guess, you know, well, let's just say 23 for the... Now, okay, I can say, okay, whoa, man, you got 3 kids. Damn, you're only 21? See what I mean? But it's like, you're only 21, you didn't find a man. These women are like well in their age. They're older women. They're women with teenagers and stuff, and they're older women. They have a past. They're all gonna have a past. They're older women. I mean, all these older women are gonna have a past. Now, this is where I say, okay, this is. I'm sorry, Brian. This is where you lost me, my man, my guy, right? My guy, you lost me right here, because you can't argue with that. I just think it was a bad example to say that because she something about 3 kids, and you know, I can't get with you because you got 3 kids. But it's like, what do you expect? I mean, if you get in relations with a 40-year-old woman with no kids, you got to question what's going on here. I mean, unless she just couldn't have any kids, you know, the utility wasn't functioning right, whatever, that's one thing. But she just has no kids. She's 40. You can't sit here and deal with a line of whatever 39 to 40-something-year-old women and basically think they're not going to either have multiple kids when they pretty much throughout their past life been in multiple relationships. Like I said, everybody's been in multiple relationships. And I mean, it's not always up to the woman when a man comes along in their life that may want to pump and dump. There are some guys that that guy will come around, pump and dump. You know, it's good for a good time, and then walk away from that. Like homegirl in the orange over there, you know, the ghetto broad with the orange. She was like, yeah, you know, she like her man with the baggy pants and stuff, and her man with the baggy pants might have been a pumper and a dumper. The other two might have been a pumper and dumper. The dude who passed away, I mean, she didn't actually, I don't think she expressed how he actually lost his life, how he passed away, but he might have been out there on the streets, you know. So it just, once again, that's what I mean. It depends on the type of men that these women have dealt with. I mean, can you blame them for that? In some ways. In some ways. But everybody is young and dumb. Everybody looks for a certain type of person that they are looking for. They have a certain look, you know. It's like men would say, ooh, man, she's cute, she's pretty. And just because she's cute and pretty don't mean she's right for you. But that's the same thing with these women, you know. He's handsome, he's this and that, but he's handsome and all this, and they will in their younger days, they probably overlook a lot of red flags with the men that they have dealt with in the past, or the men they have been with in the past, or have these kids with. And at some point, these women get older, they mature, they grow up, and they say, you know, I can't really deal with the means of this man anymore. This man is his attitude, or you know, his personality just isn't, you know, it isn't working out, or he's just seemed just like a man who's not going to really change or grow with her. Like it just all depends. And I mean, yeah, they don't probably put it all together in their minds because they're young women with a young man you know, at the time, and then they figure it all out as time, you know, goes along, and they start to realize, okay, this isn't this is not for me. This is, you know, you're not the one for me. I mean, there are people out here in relationships, and they in long-term relationships, but they always argue. They always, you know, give each other a whole lot of flack and a whole lot of pushback. Now, you know, some people can say, you know, maybe they're right for each other and stuff, and other people say, man, you need to leave that relationship. You need to jump out of it. You need to pull the parachute, get off that plane. That plane is crazy. You know, it's on fire. It's burning. And you're in a burning plane that's just headed nowhere but down. It has no destination of going somewhere where you're going to have peace in that relationship, basically. So, yeah, once again, I can't judge these women based on because how many kids they have or what they've been through. Like I said, they may have picked wrong. They may have picked wrong. But once again, we're all young and dumb at one point in time in our life. And then, you know, my guy right here maybe was young and dumb in his situation, and maybe have learned and maybe have been more cautious. But that's not all men. Not all men are like Brian right here. Not all men are going to learn from their first either mistake or their first hiccup of a relationship or having a child with someone. Some people just, you know, because you never know. The first one, maybe they have learned from that first one, and maybe they thought the second one was going to be, you know, the go-to, the one. And then they get in that second one, and they find out, oh, I've been fooled again, you know. So it's difficult. He can't really judge them based on their past. And now it was kind of odd because he did say that, you know, clean slate and all that stuff. And if you sit here and say, okay, you don't really, you know, have any issues with someone or whatever, or there's no problems, you know, based on someone's past, is a clean slate with you, but you can't really even judge them on how many kids they have or you know, how many baby daddies they have right along, you know, with that. You can't really base it on all that because you just sat there and told these women that, hey, you know, you don't really have, there really is no actual, like, certain type of pet peeves or whatever that you may have, you know, or anything that is that is not right for you.
You
have
25,
three?
18, and 12.
Okay, how many baby daddies?
2.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's no disrespect towards that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just want you to understand, when it comes to a man of top tier, right, we give you a few from one man.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. If you have multiple from a different man, that disqualifies yourself.
So it disqualifies a top tier woman from getting a top
That's
tier
exactly
man
right. Why?
if
Because
she
there's
has-
billions of women on this planet. All right?
I respect your opinion.
Okay.
Okay, well, Brian, that is all the balloons popped.
No problem.
Well, we do thank you for coming on. Let's go ahead and give it up for him, ladies.
All right.
Take this.
No problem. Thank you. Have a good day.
Hey, yo. Ooh, homegirl in the orange said, nope, I'm not clapping for that. I'm not clapping for that. I mean, you know, this was deep. This was deep. This, so far, just beginning of this episode, this is deep. But, yeah, so what he said basically in the beginning is that he had no deal breakers, which led to the reason why most of women, you know, pop their balloons, because they're like, that's kind of fishy. You know, it's kind of suspicious. You don't have no deal breakers. And, you know, they felt like that was kind of off. Like, you got to have some type of deal breaker. So they popped their balloons. And sure enough, he ended up expressing his deal breaker in the end. Basically his deal breaker is, hey, if you're a baby mama with multiple kids and multiple fathers, it's a deal breaker, basically. It's not for him. Or he's not feeling that either way. I mean, it's kind of clear that, but then he tells them that, you know, I don't judge you on your past, but then this is where he went left instead of right, because he started judging them on their past. It's not much of a clean slate if you started saying something about, well, you didn't do this right, and you didn't meet this right person, you didn't make it work with this person, you didn't, you know, make it work out, you know, with this person to, you know, to have a stable relationship and, you know, to not end up with multiple kids, you know, with one baby daddy after another. And it's you can't sit there and say that if you're sitting there telling these women that you're not going to judge them based on their past, and then that with you, it's a clean slate. If it's a clean slate, then yeah, pretty much none of that matters. I mean, it's good to get the information anyway. It's good to say, hey, you know, well, what happened, what went wrong? But see, the problem is he articulated back to them and saying, well, see, you should have done better. You know, saying you should have done better as a woman. You know, you have you say you got knocked out by this man. You should have done better. Now you're sitting here with multiple children, with multiple fathers and things like that. And which one of them, like I said, with homegirl, one of the fathers passed away. So, I mean, that was going to be a loss either way in the end. So, if he ended up passing away, then she's going to end up with another man and end up getting impregnated again. And which, just like how he is sitting here saying at the age of, 40 going on 41, talking about he still want to basically impregnate another woman, still want to have another kid. So, yeah, these women are going to be with a man that probably sits there and says, hey, I don't mind you having this kid, but you know what? I want a kid of my own with you. And then she's looking at them, and the guy's looking at, she's looking at him, and the guy's looking at her, and they think, she thinks she's in love with him, and he guess is in love with her, maybe it's a pump and a dump, who knows? So, but no one doesn't know. That's what I'm saying. None of these ladies did not know they was going to end up where they was going to end up with any of these men that they was with in the past. And he's basically judging them at this point. He's basically telling them off and saying, hey, well, you should done this and you should have done that right, and you did this wrong and blah, blah, blah. But again, you know none of these women. I know none of these women. I can't tell none of these women nothing. It's not simping for any of these women. It's just telling it like it is. Like, if you've been in relationships, or if you've been in a serious relationship and you notice how things either work out or don't work out, you've been married, and anybody can basically relate and says, okay, yeah, nah, this is not, it doesn't work like that. You just, and like I said, he contradicts himself because he came on here and told these women that, hey, clean slate, I don't have no deal breakers. It's a clean slate with me, and I have no deal breaker. And then you come to find out the deal breaker is that he not willing to even deal with half of these women who have kids or have multiple kids with multiple men or whatever. But like I said, at this age that all these women are, I mean, what you expect? You can't sit here and expect a woman that just have this age and have no kids, because then, like I said, one would still be kind of suspicious, like, she has no kids. How did you get this far in life with no kids? And what went wrong with those relationships? So it would still be a question, what went wrong? Who are you? But you can't base it on the fact that just because either she had multiple kids or didn't have any kids, that there's something either wrong with her. You have to basically get to know her. Maybe there is a reason. Maybe she just didn't find the right one. So on. Who knows? No one really knows. I'm not saying that's always the ordeal, and and it may be the situation with all these women, but once again, he came on this show, clean slate, no deal breakers, contradicts himself, because now they all found out what is his deal breaker. So basically, in the end, he basically revealed his deal breaker. And his deal breaker is, oh, you got kids and multiple, and have multiple baby fathers and this and that and the third. So, yeah, he contradicts himself in the end. But all in all, it was entertaining. And with that being said, didn't expect this video to be this long, so I'm going to have to, stop it here. And from that, if you like, even cared, dislike, whatever, my opinion, comment, agree or you disagree, comment, let me know. Like I said, I'm an open-minded person. I just look at things with an open mind. I'm not biased to either side between men and women, because we are all different. We are all different. There's nothing equal here about any of us. We're all different people. Our mindsets think differently. So we're all different people at the end of the day. And it's a lot when someone with this mindset and someone with this mindset comes together and can collaborate with both of those mindsets and make it work. It can be difficult. But with that being said, Fergberg out.